Thank you so much, Dr. Ofringa. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's an honor to be here with you all today. To the administrators, faculty, and staff, thank you for investing your time, wisdom, and patience into the great minds before us. To the families, friends, and loved ones, thank you for your fierce belief, your unwavering support, and your quiet sacrifices that helped to get these graduates here today. And to the class of 2025. I learned fast. You did it. Congratulations to you all. You handled your business, or should I say you stood on business, okay? And you earned that degree. I won't be before you long because I recognize I'm the only person standing between you and your diploma. But I want to begin with a story. The last time I wore this cap and gown, or rather the first time I wore it, was the last time I saw my father alive. And I'll never forget the way he looked at me on graduation day. Eyes gleaming, smile wide, beaming, telling full-on lies and truths about his baby girl. Plenty of embellished stories and bragging, but he hugged me so tight after the ceremony. And after he released me from his embrace, he grabbed my shoulders and he said, "I'm so proud of you, baby." It was one of the most joyful moments of my life. And looking back, I now realize it was one of the most fleeting. In the weeks following my father's transition, I found myself replaying voicemails and searching through old text messages, emails, anything I could do just to feel close to him again. And that's when I noticed it. All the times he had reached out, and all the times I didn't answer because I was busy with school. That's when I realized just how much I had missed, just how much I had sacrificed for this career. And if I could go back, I wouldn't have just answered those calls or texts. I would have carved out time to be his baby girl again and to listen to more of those embellished stories. I would have said yes to joy instead of convincing myself that that kind of slowness had to wait until I finally got my life together. I would have let being matter more than becoming. But like so many of us, I did what high achievers are taught to do. I let the pressure to be great drive my moves after graduation. And it wasn't all self-imposed. That constant pressure to keep doing, keep climbing, keep pushing, it's baked into the society that we live in. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You could barely get on your cap and gown today before the questions started rolling in. So, what's next? What new job do you have lined up? And when are you gonna finally settle down and get married? When are you gonna have kids and buy a house? In this economy? Come on. Not to mention, for me, when I was chasing my degrees, I was watching my friends actually get married, buy homes, travel the world, and build their own lives, the ones who decided not to go on to graduate education. And somehow I wondered, am I behind? With that kind of comparison and expectation, it's like we're meant to keep leaping from one milestone to the next, barely pausing to breathe, let alone celebrate. So that's the real invitation I want to offer you today. What if the most meaningful thing you could do after all these years of grinding is just to be fully present in this moment in your life? To listen to yourself before answering to the world, and to remember that life is not only measured in milestones, but in moments. Class of 2025, don't rush past this. Take the pictures, laugh loudly, hug tight, brag on yourself, eat the cake, the cookie, the ice cream, the cheesecake, eat it all. You earned this joy. And before I say anything else about your bright futures and big careers, let me say this. Don't miss the miracle of now. Don't be so focused on what's next that you forget to live this moment. I say this as someone that knows the cost of waiting to celebrate, of waiting to rest, waiting to feel like you've earned the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Today, I encourage you to make your joy an urgent priority. Because if you don't, life might eventually make that choice for you. Unfortunately, I've had to learn this the hard way, and not gently. It seems that life will keep teaching you those same lessons over and over again until we finally listen. So here's one thing I know for sure. It's so much better to pause on purpose than by collapse. To claim joy before the world convinces you it must be earned, and to choose rest before your body demands it of you. See, I know something about you all. Because you're in this room right now, graduating from one of the nation's most prestigious institutions, I know, like me, you sacrificed to get here. You studied through your own grief. You made it through that soul-crushing breakup, survived burnout and self-doubt. You worked that extra job. You battled your own illnesses, navigated labs and clinics and classrooms that didn't always welcome you. You battled imposter syndrome in rooms that you were more than qualified to be in. And even when you were falling apart on the inside, you held it together for your patients, your peers, your friends, your families. You did all of that and still found time to scroll TikTok at 1 a.m, to binge watch Baby Reindeer and Squid Games. In all seriousness, you kept showing up. Through stress and uncertainty, pandemics and pandemonium, overdue assignments, juggling research and rotations, and maybe there was a chat with a certain GPT that helped you along the way, and maybe Starbucks should be sponsoring your degree, but at the end of the day, you did what you had to do to get to this moment. And I admire that kind of grit and tenacity, because I know what it means to show up with a smile when you're quietly unraveling. I've been the kind of person that's been typing through tears, the one getting it done while running on fumes, the one questioning if it's all worth it. Spoiler alert, it is so, so worth it. So when I say I'm proud of you, I don't mean that lightly. Class of 2025, you made it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yes, you made it, but you didn't do it alone. So that's an opportunity for us to take a moment right now to honor the people who helped get you here. If someone in this room raised you, encouraged you, believed in you, fed you, prayed for you, loaned you money, edited your papers, or told you to keep going even when you wanted to quit, I want you to take a look at those people right now. See if you can find them in the room. Yes. Show them some love. Put your hand on your heart. Let them know, I appreciate you. Yes. I am thankful for you. And hold that gratitude close, because class of 2025, you are stepping into a world that is quite literally on fire. So that same love that got you here, you're gonna need it even more when you get out there. Political unrest, climate collapse, gun violence, displacement, genocide, science defunded. From campus protests to policy debates, from racial justice to reproductive justice, and now even on our own campuses, students and faculty are being punished for exercising their constitutional rights. My friends, the world is trembling with need. So my question to you is not just what will you do with your credentials, it's whose lives will be better because you had them. The world doesn't need more polite professionals, performing, placating, and playing it safe, polished on paper but silent in the face of injustice. We need freedom fighters in scrubs. We need disruptors in lab coats, truth tellers in white coats, innovators in suits and A-line skirts. We need healers who dismantle harm, not just diagnose it. My grandfather was a preacher, so I'm tapping into something ancestral right now. Degrees and titles don't make you a force for good. It's your choices that do. So as you leave here today, whether you're headed into hospitals, clinics, corporate offices, nonprofits, research labs, or classrooms, carry this with you. You have already done hard things. You studied during a pandemic. You trained in chaos. You showed up when no one had the answers and everyone expected them from you. So in the words of Toni Morrison, you are your best thing. Not your degree, you. Class of 2025, after this graduation, may you find rest that restores. May you surround yourself with people who protect and amplify your magic. May you give yourself the care that you so freely give to others. May you choose presence over performance, purpose over pressure, and compassion over comparison. And by any means necessary, may you choose joy, especially when the world tells you to wait. Class of 2025, I am rooting for you. I am counting on you, and I am so very proud of you. Thank you.